Hey YouTube, and welcome to episode 4 of Kent Walks. This episode we visit the hillside village of Boxley and exploring the history of Boxley Abbey and the Rood of Grace. The walk starts at St Mary and All Saints Church, grid reference TQ 774589, with parking by the church itself. From the church, we'll be crossing the road and following a path between buildings to enter a field. A fair way across, we'll hang a left down towards the high-speed 1 rail link and pop up onto the lane to cross over it. Then, it's back off-road to flank the Abbey ruins to rejoin the road after. We'll then follow the road back over HS1 and on past Borley Farm to pick up the Pilgrim's Way. Then it's a short but steep climb up the downs to turn right following the North Downs Way past Harp Farm before dropping back down through Boxley Wood to the church. The Lich Gate at the churchyard entrance is dated 1875 and made from oak. Lich is a Saxon word and translate corpse. This type of gate is the point where the ground becomes sacred, and traditionally where the priest met the corpse and conducted the first part of the ceremony. Nowadays, the whole ceremony takes place inside the church. Boxley comes from the English box, meaning box tree, and lea as in forest clearing. There are many local stories that surround this small village, like that of Thomas Sales, a butler of Boxley House. Thomas, like most butlers, slept in the pantry, and on one evening in the late 17th century there was a burglary and vast amounts of wine were stolen with no obvious sign of forced entry. When quizzed, Thomas remained silent and 2 days later was found in a pantry chair, dead. Thomas had shot himself. Alongside his corpse was a letter that described how 7 men had forced their way in and threatened to kill Thomas if he said anything. In more recent years there have, apparently, been several sightings of a strange figure in the pantry and lounge, and other reports of people feeling strongly pushed when no one was there. In 1146, William de Ypres, Earl of Kent, founded Boxley Abbey for monks of the Cistercian order. William had a sinister reputation, and the Cistercians promised to absolve his sins if he gave them the manor of Boxley, which was in fact given to him by the king in order to found a monastery anyway. The abbey is best known for its celebrated Rood of Grace, a cross with a carved wooden image of Christ, supposed to be miraculously gifted with movement and speech. This of course attracted many pilgrims to, and I quote, "the place where many miracles be showed." These miracles, of course, were not free, and one's prayers would not be heard unless one proved one's sincerity by making whatever donation one could afford. After the dissolution of the monasteries, the rood was removed from Boxley Abbey, where they happened upon the machinery in the back of the cross, and it was paraded around Maidstone and other market towns. In 1538, John Hillside, Bishop of Rochester, condemned the Rood of Grace, claiming it was a fraud, unveiled its inner workings, and smashed it to bits. The rood was eventually burned in London beside many other sculptures of Roman Catholic ilk. So, we're now back at the church, and next week we'll be heading eastwards along the Pilgrim's Way for another trip through Kent's history. Thanks for watching.